Olive Marie Osmond, born on October 13, 1959, in Ogden, Utah, emerged as one of America's most beloved entertainers and later an accomplished entrepreneur. She was the eighth of 9 children in the Osmond family, which was deeply rooted in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, LDS Church. Her parents, George Virl Osmond Sr. and Olive May Davis Osmond, instilled in their children strong values of faith, discipline, and perseverance, while her brothers gained fame in the 1960s as the Osmond Brothers, a popular singing group. Marie's childhood was spent largely out of the spotlight until her teenage years, when she began carving her own path. Growing up in such a musically gifted household, Marie was surrounded by harmonies, rehearsals, and the whirlwind of show business. She was naturally drawn to performing, but unlike her brothers, she initially hesitated to pursue a musical career, partly because of shyness, and partly because of the challenges of being the only daughter among 8 brothers. However, her mother recognized her unique vocal talent and encouraged her to step into the spotlight. This support, combined with her own determination, set the stage for her early success. Marie's professional debut came at the age of 4 when she appeared on The Andy Williams Show alongside her brothers, though her full-fledged music career began in her early teens. In 1973, she recorded her first solo single, Paper Roses, a country ballad that skyrocketed to the top of the country charts and reached the pop top 10. This remarkable achievement not only introduced her to a global audience, but also made her a rare young female voice in a male-dominated industry. The song's success earned her a place among the youngest artists ever to earn a gold record and solidified her reputation as a rising star. As the 1970s progressed, Marie became known not only for her solo music career, but also for her dynamic television presence. In 1976, she teamed up with her brother Donny Osmond for the ABC variety show Donny and Marie. The program was a hit, blending music, comedy, and celebrity interviews, and it ran for several successful seasons. This exposure allowed Marie to hone her hosting skills, develop a strong stage persona, and connect with millions of viewers every week. The fame she gained from Donny and Marie also planted the seeds for her later business ventures, as she learned the value of branding, audience loyalty, and creative control. Marie's journey into entrepreneurship began as her career expanded beyond music and television. She was not content to remain simply a performer. She sought opportunities to build lasting ventures that reflected her creativity and personal values. In the 1990s, she co-founded the Marie Osmond Fine Porcelain Collector Dolls line. What started as a passion project soon became one of the most successful doll collections in the market, with millions sold worldwide. Marie was deeply involved in the design process, ensuring each doll had a unique story and artistic detail, which helped build trust with collectors. This venture showcased her business acumen and her ability to turn personal interests into profitable enterprises. In addition to the doll line, Marie explored various other entrepreneurial projects, including authoring best-selling books, designing fashion and home decor products, and partnering with QVC and other television shopping platforms. She leveraged her celebrity status to market products directly to fans, understanding that her brand was built not just on talent, but also on authenticity and relatability. Her ability to connect with consumers on a personal level became a cornerstone of her entrepreneurial success. Marie Osmond's early biography and entrepreneurial beginnings are a testament to her versatility, resilience, and drive. From a small-town girl in Utah to an international performer and savvy businesswoman, she has continually reinvented herself while staying true to her roots. Her story illustrates the power of seizing opportunities, trusting one's instincts, and embracing both creativity and business strategy. Through her music, television work, and entrepreneurial ventures, Marie Osmond has built a lasting legacy that spans decades and continues to inspire aspiring entertainers and business leaders alike. Following her breakthrough in the early 1970s, Marie Osmond entered a period of extraordinary success that would define her as one of the most versatile and enduring entertainers in the American entertainment industry. By the late 1970s and early 1980s, she was not only a celebrated recording artist, but also a household name, recognized for her warmth, charm, and multi-talented performances. This era marked the height of her fame, where she excelled in music, television, stage performance, and public appearances, making her one of the most recognizable and beloved figures in pop culture. The launch of the Donnie and Marie variety show in 1976 became a defining moment for Marie's career peak. Airing on Friday nights on ABC, the program drew millions of viewers each week, featuring musical numbers, comedy sketches, celebrity interviews, and the now iconic Goodnight closing song. Marie's wholesome image and natural comedic timing paired perfectly with Donnie's boy-next-door charisma, creating a sibling dynamic that audiences adored. The show's success led to nationwide tours, international appearances, and countless television specials. Marie became a regular guest on talk shows, award ceremonies, and charity events, cementing her position as a cultural icon of the era. During this period, Marie continued to thrive as a recording artist. While Paper Roses had launched her career in country music, she broadened her repertoire, recording both pop and country albums that appealed to a wide audience. She scored additional hits such as Who's Sorry Now and Meet Me in Montana, a duet with Dan Seals, the latter of which earned her a Country Music Association Award for Vocal Duo of the Year in 1986. These achievements proved that Marie could successfully bridge the gap between genres, an ability that helped her maintain relevance in an ever-changing music industry. Beyond music and television, Marie's career peak also saw her making strides in acting. She appeared in television movies, variety specials, and even on Broadway. Her stage performances, including roles in The King and I and The Sound of Music, showcased her powerful singing voice and acting ability. Audiences and critics alike praised her versatility as she demonstrated that she was not confined to one form of entertainment, but could excel across multiple mediums. Marie's influence during her peak extended far beyond the stage and screen. She became a role model for young women, admired for her poise, work ethic, and ability to balance fame with family life. She was also active in philanthropy, lending her name and support to numerous charitable causes, particularly those related to children's health and education. Her genuine compassion resonated with fans, further strengthening her public image. By the late 1980s, even as the landscape of television and music evolved, Marie remained a relevant and influential figure. She embraced new opportunities, from recording contemporary albums to expanding her presence on talk shows and live performance circuits. This adaptability was key to sustaining her success during a time when many variety show stars struggled to transition into the next phase of their careers. The period from the mid-1970s to the late 1980s can truly be considered the pinnacle of Marie Osmond's career. She was simultaneously a television star, a chart-topping singer, a respected stage actress, and a trusted public figure. Her work ethic, professionalism, and genuine connection with audiences ensured her place as one of the most enduring entertainers of her generation. This golden era not only solidified her legacy, but also laid the groundwork for her later ventures in business and continued success in the decades that followed. While Marie Osmond's career peak in the 1970s and 1980s brought her immense fame and success, the following decades would prove that life in the public eye comes with its own set of challenges. Like many long-standing entertainers, Marie faced personal hardships, career turbulence, and public controversies that tested her resilience. One of the earliest challenges in her personal life was the intense pressure of fame from such a young age. Behind the smiles and polished performances, Marie struggled with the demands of being a female star in an industry that constantly scrutinized her appearance, weight, and personal choices. In the 1990s, she publicly revealed that she had battled postpartum depression after the birth of one of her children, at a time when the topic was rarely discussed. By speaking openly about her mental health, she broke taboos but also attracted media attention, both supportive and critical. Some praised her courage, while others speculated about the impact on her career. Marie's personal relationships were also under the media microscope. Her first marriage to Stephen Craig ended in divorce in 1985, followed by a high-profile marriage to music producer Brian Blosel in 1986. That union, which produced several children, was plagued by ups and downs, including the adoption of 5 children, health challenges within the family, and ultimately a divorce in 2007. Gossip columns frequently reported on alleged marital tensions, finances, and disagreements, painting a public picture of instability. In 2011, she remarried her first husband, Stephen Craig, in a decision that sparked public curiosity and mixed reactions from fans and the press alike. Tragedy struck in 2010 when Marie's son, Michael Bryan, died by suicide at the age of 18. This heartbreaking loss was widely covered by the media, with some outlets delving into his struggles with depression and substance abuse. While Marie received an outpouring of sympathy, also had to endure invasive questions and speculation about her parenting and the pressures her children faced growing up in a celebrity household. This period was one of the most emotionally challenging of her life, forcing her to balance private grief with public appearances. Her career, too, faced setbacks. As television variety shows fell out of fashion in the 1980s and 1990s, Marie struggled to find the same level of consistent visibility she once enjoyed. Some of her albums during this time failed to match the commercial success of her earlier work. In addition, her business ventures, including the Marie Osmond fine porcelain collector dolls, faced declining sales as consumer trends shifted and the collectibles market contracted. This led to questions about the sustainability of her brand. Controversy also arose from Marie's occasional public statements. As a devout member of the LDS Church, she often spoke about her faith, but in 2009 she surprised some within her religious community by expressing support for same-sex marriage rights, inspired partly by her love for her openly gay daughter, Jessica. While many applauded her for prioritizing family and compassion over rigid tradition, others criticized her for diverging from the Church's official stance. This tension between personal belief and religious doctrine created ongoing debate in the press and among fans. Financial disputes also briefly tarnished her public image. At different points, she was involved in legal disagreements over royalties, contracts, and business partnerships. Although these matters were usually settled quietly, media coverage occasionally framed them as signs of career decline. Despite these crises and controversies, Marie Osmond's ability to face difficulties with grace and determination became part of her public identity. While the headlines at times focused on her personal losses, failed ventures, and divisive statements, her openness in addressing challenges, rather than hiding from them, helped her maintain a loyal fan base. In many ways, these struggles would later become the foundation for her reinvention and eventual resurgence in the entertainment industry. After enduring personal losses, career challenges, and public controversies, Marie Osmond entered a remarkable chapter of reinvention that would reaffirm her place as one of America's most enduring entertainers. The late 2000s and 2010s saw her transform setbacks into stepping stones, proving that resilience and adaptability can breathe new life into a decades-long career. One of the most significant turning points came in 2008 when Marie reunited with her brother Donnie for a long-term residency at the Flamingo, Las Vegas. Initially planned for just 6 weeks, the Donnie and Marie show became an unexpected sensation, running for an astonishing 11 years. Night after night, they performed to sold-out audiences, blending nostalgic hits with fresh, high-energy performances. This residency not only revitalized her career, but also introduced her to a younger generation of fans, many of whom had only known her as a figure from television history. The show's success was a testament to her enduring stage presence, work ethic, and ability to connect across generations. During this period, Marie also found renewed success on television. In 2007, she competed on Dancing with the Stars, charming audiences with her humor and determination, even after a highly publicized fainting spell during a live broadcast. Though she didn't win the competition, her appearance reignited public interest in her career and proved her willingness to take risks. Later, she became a regular co-host on the daytime talk show The Talk in 2019, where her candidness and warmth resonated with viewers. Through these roles, she showcased a more personal and unscripted side of herself, further strengthening her bond with fans. Marie's entrepreneurial spirit also experienced a resurgence. She expanded her product lines through partnerships with shopping networks like QVC, selling everything from jewelry to home decor, and reintroducing some of her most beloved collectibles to a new market. Her business strategy combined nostalgia with modern design trends, tapping into both loyal collectors and first-time buyers. In addition to her professional ventures, Marie used her platform for advocacy and philanthropy. She became a prominent spokesperson for Children's Miracle Network hospitals, which she co-founded in 1983, raising billions of dollars for pediatric healthcare. Her tireless work for the charity not only reflected her personal values, but also reminded the public that her legacy was built on more than just entertainment. It was also about making a tangible difference in people's lives. Her personal life also came full circle during this time. In 2011, she remarried her first husband, Stephen Craig, in a private ceremony in Las Vegas, choosing to wear the same wedding dress from their 1982 marriage. This decision, both sentimental and symbolic, captured headlines and endeared her once again to fans who saw it as a story of enduring love and second chances. Marie's later career was also marked by critical recognition. She released new music, including her 2016 album, Music is Medicine, which received praise for blending her classic sound with contemporary influences. She embraced social media to interact directly with fans, demonstrating her adaptability in a rapidly changing digital landscape. Even as the entertainment industry evolved, she proved that a veteran artist could remain relevant without compromising authenticity. By the end of her Las Vegas residency in 2019, Marie Osmond had solidified her reputation not just as a nostalgic icon, but as a living example of resilience. Her journey from teen country star to variety show queen, through personal tragedy and public controversy, and finally to a celebrated comeback, has become an inspiring narrative of perseverance. Today, Marie continues to perform, record, and appear on television, balancing her professional commitments with her roles as a mother, grandmother, and philanthropist. Her story is a testament to the fact that true artistry is not defined solely by peak moments, but by the ability to evolve, adapt, and keep moving forward. In reinventing herself while honoring her roots, Marie Osmond has ensured that her legacy will endure for generations to come. Marie Osmond's journey through the highs of fame, the depths of personal tragedy, and the triumphs of reinvention has left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry and beyond. Her legacy is not confined to one era or one medium. Instead, it spans decades of music, television, business, philanthropy, and cultural influence. In many ways, she represents a rare breed of artist, someone who has managed to remain relevant while staying authentic to her values. As a performer, Marie broke barriers early in her career. At just 13 years old, she topped the country charts with Paper Roses, paving the way for other young female country artists in a male-dominated industry. Her ability to seamlessly transition between country and pop music demonstrated versatility at a time when crossing genres was uncommon. Her success in both fields helped broaden the audience for country music, showing that it could appeal to mainstream pop listeners without losing its authenticity. Her impact on television is equally significant. Donnie and Marie not only set a standard for variety shows in the 1970s, but also became a blueprint for family-friendly programming that could appeal to multiple generations. The sibling duo's chemistry, wholesome humor, and musical talent created a cultural touchstone that still resonates in popular memory. Even decades later, their long-running Las Vegas residency proved that nostalgia, when paired with fresh performance energy, could remain a potent force in live entertainment. Marie's entrepreneurial ventures further cement her influence. Her Marie Osmond fine porcelain collector dolls line was one of the most successful celebrity-led product lines of its time, blending artistry with brand loyalty. By taking an active role in the design and storytelling behind each doll, she established a standard for authenticity in celebrity merchandise, a model many entertainers now emulate when launching their own brands. Perhaps one of her most enduring contributions lies in her philanthropy. As co-founder of Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, Marie has helped raise over $8 billion for children's healthcare since 1983. This monumental achievement extends her influence far beyond entertainment, impacting countless lives through medical care, research, and support for families in need. Her dedication to the cause has made her a respected figure not only among fans, but also within charitable and healthcare communities. Marie has also had a profound influence on how celebrities discuss personal struggles. Her openness about postpartum depression in the 1990s, her candidness about grief following her son's death, and her willingness to address mental health have helped destigmatize these issues. By sharing her own experiences, she inspired others to seek help and speak out, making her a pioneer in using fame as a platform for advocacy. Culturally, Marie Osmond's image has evolved from teenage country star to multi-talented entertainer, businesswoman, and philanthropist, without losing the warmth and relatability that first endeared her to audiences. Her career serves as a blueprint for longevity in an industry known for fleeting success. She has shown that reinvention, authenticity, and connection with audiences are as important as raw talent in building a lasting legacy. Today, Marie's influence continues to be felt in the artists she has inspired, the charities she supports, and the fans who have followed her for more than 5 decades. She stands as a testament to the power of resilience, adaptability, and heart. Whether through her songs, her television appearances, her business ventures, or her charitable work, Marie Osmond has left an imprint on American entertainment and culture that will endure for generations to come. Her story is not just one of fame, but of purpose. An example of how a performer can use her platform to entertain, uplift, and make a tangible difference in the world. That is Marie Osmond's true legacy. Not only the music she sang or the shows she hosted, but the lives she touched along the way. For all the joy Marie Osmond has brought to audiences around the world, her personal life has not been without deep heartache. Among the many challenges she has faced, none compare to the devastating loss of her son, Michael Bryan, in 2010, a tragedy she has described as the greatest sorrow of her life. Michael, one of Marie's 5 adopted children, with her then-husband Brian Blosel, had been a bright and sensitive young man with a passion for music and art. He was known within the family for his quiet nature, quick wit, and thoughtful personality. However, beneath his gentle demeanor, he struggled with depression and emotional difficulties from a young age. On February 26, 2010, the world was shocked by the news that Michael, just 18 years old, had died by suicide in Los Angeles. According to reports, he had been battling severe depression, and on the night of his death, he jumped from the balcony of his apartment building. The loss was sudden and incomprehensible, leaving Marie and her family in profound grief. The days that followed were some of the darkest in Marie's life. As a public figure, she was forced to navigate the unbearable pain of losing a child under the unrelenting gaze of the media. Cameras captured her tears at Michael's funeral, while tabloids speculated about the reasons behind his struggles. Some questioned whether the pressures of being raised in a famous family contributed to his emotional pain, while others discussed the challenges adopted children may face in finding their sense of belonging. Marie later spoke openly about her grief in interviews, describing the pain as indescribable and admitting that it was something she would carry with her forever. She also revealed that Michael had been sober and working hard to overcome his difficulties at the time of his death, which made the loss even more heartbreaking. Rather than retreat from public life entirely, Marie chose to channel her grief into raising awareness about mental health. She spoke candidly on television about the importance of recognizing warning signs, seeking help, and breaking the stigma surrounding depression and suicide. Her willingness to share her own experience resonated with countless parents who had faced similar losses, and she became a compassionate voice for those suffering silently. In the years since Michael's passing, Marie has found ways to honor his memory. She has dedicated performances to him, spoken about him with love in interviews, and kept his photographs close in her home. She has also continued her work with charities, using her platform to promote suicide prevention programs and support services for families dealing with mental illness. Though the pain of losing Michael has never faded, Marie has spoken about how her faith, family, and career have helped her find the strength to keep going. Her story of survival through such profound sorrow is a testament to her resilience. In her own words, "You never get over it. You just learn to live with it, and you try to turn the pain into something that can help others." For Marie Osmond, the loss of her son will always be the deepest wound in her heart. Yet, even in the face of unimaginable grief, she has chosen to stand, speak, and live with purpose, turning her personal tragedy into a message of hope for those who might otherwise feel alone.